Chapter 3. Airi's Resolve. The air was thick with anticipation as Airi and Riku trudged through the dense underbrush of the glimmering forest, each step carrying them closer to the enigmatic Forge of Destiny. Sunlight filtered through the intertwined branches above, creating a tapestry of light and shadow that danced along the forest floor like the memories of ancient spirits. Despite the ethereal beauty surrounding them, Airi felt her heart pound heavily in her chest, a mixture of excitement and apprehension swirling within her. "I can't shake this feeling, Riku," she confessed, her voice low. "What if I'm not strong enough? What if the trials are too much for me?" "Doubt is a shadow that creeps into the hearts of even the bravest warriors," Riku replied, his tone firm yet soothing. "But remember, Airi, it's your willingness to face those doubts that defines you. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. You have within you the spirit of those who fought for hope. It is what makes you the radiant light in the dark." Airi paused for a moment, letting Riku's words sink in. She remembered the bravery of the villagers from the visions she'd seen in the Whispering Ruins. They had faced insurmountable odds, yet they continued to fight for a brighter future. If they could do it, then so could she. Her resolve strengthened, and she straightened her posture, a determined light igniting in her emerald eyes. "You're right. I can do this," she affirmed, clenching her fist. "For them, for everyone who's been crushed under Kurogani's darkness, I won't stand idly by." Riku pulsed with energy as if he were echoing her inner fire. "That's the spirit. Let the memories of those who came before you guide your resolve. We are with them, woven together by destiny." The path before them twisted into a narrow gorge lined with jagged rocks and shimmering flowers that glowed faintly, casting an otherworldly light. Airi noticed how the flora seemed to pulse in rhythm with her heartbeat, encouraging her forward. As they traversed deeper, the sounds of the forest melded into a symphony of whispers that seemed to ripple through the air. Riku's perception sharpened, allowing him to sense the faint echoes of the forge beckoning to them. "We are close, Airi. Can you feel it?" "Yes." Her voice brightened with hope. "It's like the air is electric. The closer we get, the more powerful the magic feels. Magic carries intention, and your own heart and will contribute to that. When we arrive, be open to what unfolds. You are on the brink of something extraordinary," Riku encouraged, exhilaration coursing through his essence. After navigating the narrow gorge, they emerged into a sprawling valley, and before them lay the Forge of Destiny. It was a stunning sight to behold, a sprawling structure hewn from stone, with shimmering veins of magical energy coursing through it, illuminating the space like a glowing heartbeat. The forge itself sat at the center, nestled among swirling mists of vibrant colors, blues and purples that each carried a unique hue. The air felt alive, it shimmered with promise. "Here we are," Riku said, awe mingling with pride. "This place is steeped in magic and history. Many legends were born here." Airi stepped forward, her breath catching in her throat as she beheld the brilliance of the forge. "It's magnificent, Riku. I can't believe we finally made it." Yet as they approached, a deep rumbling interrupted their reverie, shaking the ground beneath their feet. The shimmering "I am Airi Kanzaki, and this is Riku Sato, the legendary sword. We seek to strengthen our bond and prepare ourselves to fight the darkness that threatens our world. We seek the trials." The knight's expression shifted, the heat of its presence cooling slightly. "Many have come with noble intentions, yet few have the heart to withstand the trials of the forge. The path you seek is not one of ease, it demands sacrifice and resolve." "I'm willing to do whatever it takes," Airi declared, her voice unwavering. "I've faced shadows before, and I won't back down now. I will forge my destiny." The knight regarded her for a moment, and Airi felt the weight of its scrutiny, as if it were peering into her very soul. She refused to falter, drawing strength from her memories of the lost villagers and the hope that now flickered within her. "Very well," the knight finally spoke, its voice returning to a steadier cadence. "To awaken the forge's power, you must prove your bond through 3 trials. Each trial will test your courage, your heart, and the relentless spirit of your resolve." "Tell us what we must do," Airi urged, anticipation sparking within her. "The first trial is one of courage," the knight explained. "You will face the shadows of fears past, confront the manifestations of your innermost doubts, Only by facing them can you emerge stronger. Bring it on, Airi said, her determination flaring. I'm not afraid. The night waved its hand, summoning remnants of mist that twisted and morphed into shadowy forms, flickering with distorted faces and haunting images, the very essence of her doubts. A feeling of weightlessness enveloped her as the world around Airi blurred and amalgamated, and with a gasp she found herself standing in a dark, devoid landscape. "Where am I?" she whispered, dread pooling in her stomach. Shadows swirled around her, coalescing into outlines of the people she loved, the friends she had lost, the family whose safety she feared for every day. "Airi," a soft voice echoed, distorted yet familiar. It was her mother's voice, calling out to her from the shadows. "You should have stayed home. You can't bear this burden." "No," Airi shouted, her heart clenching. "I can do this. I'm fighting for a reason." She stepped forward, the shadows deepening as twisted versions of her past surrounded her. Their whispers grew into a cacophony of doubts, amplifying her insecurities. "Who do you think you are?" one of the figures jeered. "You're just a girl. You'll never be more than that." "Stop!" Airi cried out, voice trembling. She could feel the despair creeping into her heart, threatening to engulf her. "You're not real. You're just remnants of my fears." "Then prove it," they shrieked in unison, their dark faces twisting into expressions of mockery and pain. Riku's essence surged within her mind, a grounding anchor amidst the tempest. "Remember who you are, Airi. You are not defined by these fears. You've already conquered much. Use that strength." The encouragement gave her clarity. A fire sparked within, fueled by her determination. Airi stood tall. "I am Airi Kanzaki. I've fought monsters and faced shadows. I will not let fear dictate my destiny." The shadows howled in anger as her words resonated through the void. Airi focused, drawing strength from every heart she carried with her, those who had fought, suffered, and ultimately triumphed. With every ounce of her being, she charged forward. The shadows recoiled, and she could feel the void around her transformed, and the landscape shifted back to the shimmering embrace of the Forge of Destiny. "Trial one overcome," the knight intoned, its gaze softer now, almost respectful. "You have faced your fears and emerged victorious. The bond between you and Riku grows stronger." Airi nodded, determination bolstered by her victory. "What's next?" "The second trial," the knight continued, "is one of the heart. You must confront the burdens you carry, the pain that weighs heavily upon you. Only through acceptance will you find the strength to bear your past." Airi felt a pang in her chest, but she took a deep breath. "I don't shy away from challenges. Let's do this." As she spoke, the forge pulsated and the surroundings melted away once more. This time, she found herself in a familiar landscape, the small village where she had grown up, memories of laughter and warmth washing over her. She could see her friends playing, the sense of fresh bread wafting through the air, the sound of giggles filling her heart with nostalgia. "Dare to remember the loss," murmured a voice like a whispering breeze. "Dare to confront who you left behind." Airi clenched her fists, pinching her eyes shut, but she could not hold back the bittersweet joy that bubbled beneath her surface. "I miss them so much," she whispered. "Every day feels like a struggle without them." "Yet you fight on, do you not?" The voice echoed softly, coaxing memories to the surface. "But what of the pain? Have you truly accepted it?" The memories warped, showing the faces of those she loved lost in war, filled with anguish as they waved goodbye, a constant reminder of her isolation. "I should have been there," Airi cried, tears streaming down her cheeks. "If only I—" "You were brave enough to move forward," the voice interrupted gently. "But in your heart, the weight of their loss lingers. You cannot carry both the burden of sorrow and the spirit of the warrior. Let it go." Airi faltered. How could she let go of the grief that had become woven into her very soul? "But embrace the truth," it urged. "Your loved ones want you to carry their memories forward, not their pain. They have faith in you. Set the burden free." With trembling hands, Airi felt the weight of her grief pooling into a tangible essence before her. She began, hesitating. "I don't want to forget them. I can't." "Then honor them through your strength," the voice replied, soothing in its clarity. "Feel their warmth surround you, grow from it. Rather than letting it chain you, let it light the path ahead." Airi closed her eyes as the image of her friends and family danced in her mind, sorrowful yet proud. "I will honor you," she whispered, a quiet resolve blooming in the depths of her heart. I won't let your memories be in vain. I will fight. As light radiated from within her, the shadows of sorrow began to fade, transforming, becoming beams of radiant energy. Airi opened her eyes, tears brightened by renewal, each soft touch reminding her of the love and support she had known. With that realization, the burden lifted, and the landscape morphed once again, bringing her back to the forge. Trial 2 is completed, the knight intoned, a tangible reverence in its voice. You have embraced your pain, allowing love to triumph over sorrow. The bond with Riku grows deeper. Yes, Airi shouted, heart racing with the thrill of the journey. What's the final trial? The final trial is one of spirit, the knives. As the light settled, she found herself in a vast expanse of swirling cosmic elements, stars cascading through the dark void. Standing before her was a reflection, but not her visage. It was darker, twisted, an embodiment of her insecurities. Every fear, every doubt, every hesitation. The being bore her features but lacked her light, a shell of the determination that resided in Airi's heart. Who are you? Airi demanded, rising to her full height. You're not me. Are you so sure? The being countered, voice filled with echoed uncertainty. I am what lurks beneath the surface, the fears you refuse to acknowledge. I represent all the moments you've wished to give up, the doubts that tell you you're not enough. Airi clenched her fists. You don't define me. I am brave. I won't let you hold me back. Bravery? Have you forgotten the times you faltered? The moments you hesitated? The dark reflection stepped closer. You think fighting is enough? Courage isn't the absence of fear, but knowing you're afraid and fighting on anyway. Can you really stand here and claim you're worthy? With each word, Airi's heart tightened. The familiar pang of doubt seeped in, confronted by the weight of failures past. Look closely. You're just a girl from an ordinary village, dreaming of heroism, the whispering reflection taunted. You think you're special? That you can take on the likes of Kurogane? You're frail, vulnerable. What will become of your beloved friends? Will they fall because of your weakness? Airi's spirit momentarily wavered, dread rising like a tidal wave, but the memories of soft laughter and fierce bravery rushed back to her. No, they believe in me, she shouted, summoning all her strength. They wouldn't want me to give up. I refuse to let my fears dictate who I am. The reflection smirked, shifting into grotesque forms, a torrent of her past insecurities clawing towards her. You'll always be this, an impulsive girl who runs toward danger without a plan. Airi's resolve ignited, fueled by the bond of Riku and the strength of those who had fought for her. I am not weak. I refuse to be held hostage by what-ifs and doubts. Every obstacle strengthens my spirit, and I will face Kurogane. With an anguished scream, she charged at her dark reflection, her voice resonating through the void. I am Airi Kanzaki. I am worthy of this destiny. She swung Riku, the blade singing with clarity and purity, cutting through the shadows surrounding her. With each strike, pieces of the dark being dissolved, revealing brilliant light that burst forth to envelop her. Moments passed as the darkness shattered around her, and she found herself once again in the Forge of Destiny. Heart racing, breathless, but filled with light. You have conquered the final trial, the knight proclaimed, its armor gleaming with approval. You have faced and embraced every part of yourself, the fears, the grief, the strength, all woven into who you truly are. The connection between you and Riku shines brighter than ever before. I feel it, Airi gasped, overwhelmed with emotion. The bond, it's incredible. Now you are ready, the knight continued, gesturing to the forge itself, which ignited with a vibrant glow. You have forged your determination, your heart, and your spirit into one cohesive force. What will you create? Tears of joy streamed down Airi's cheeks as she stepped toward the forge. I want to enhance Riku, not just as a weapon, but as a symbol. As she focused, she poured all her emotions, courage, memories, determination, and love into the forge, shaping each facet of Riku with her essence. A glorious glow enveloped the forge, and the air crackled with power and magic. Riku hummed in resonance, embodying her spirit, her dreams, her fears, all entwined into an unbreakable bond. Sparks flew, and a melodic chime filled the air as the forge worked its magic. When the light finally receded, Airi stood before Riku, transformed. The blade gleamed with a radiant brilliance, intricate engravings now shimmering with a renewed energy of valor and protection. It radiated a warmth that pulsed in harmony with her heart. Thank you, Airi. Riku's voice echoed, more vibrant and resolute. I feel it too. The bond we share now transcends even that of a master and blade. Together, we shall face the darkness that threatens the world. Airi grinned, her heart swelling with pride. We're ready, Riku. Together, we'll restore hope and forge a new legend. Still basking in the afterglow of victory, they turned to face the night once more. Now, you are not just a girl wielding a sword, but a true warrior, bonded by fate and spirit. Go forth, brave Airi, Riku, and reclaim your world from the shadow of Kurogane. With Riku in hand, Airi stepped toward the path leading from the forge, confidence invigorating her every move. She had faced her fears, embraced her past, and sharpened her spirit. A new dawn awaited them, and together they would wield the power of light against the encroaching darkness. In that pivotal moment, Airi knew she was ready to reclaim her destiny.